South Sports Network. Sunday afternoon, Giants lose the series finale 5-3. And wow, this team is just inept when it comes offensively. I mean, you got a 2-run homer by Yaz for your only 2 runs until the bottom of the ninth. And Flores had walked. Was it Flores? No, not Flores. Who walked right in front of Yaz that was actually on TV? Let me go back and look at the lineup here again. Box score. I can't remember the lineup.
No, I think it was Estrada.
Estrada. Yeah. It was actually strike 3 to Estrada, but the ball had hit the outside corner. But Marino was set up inside, so he had to come all the way across the plate. And, anytime you do that, you're not going to get the call. But, give Yaz a little credit. He hit a pitch that was right there and drove it, but no offense today for the Giants. Again, their offense today was 5 hits, 2 by Estrada, 1 by Conforto, Chapman, and Yaz. That was it. Top of the order, which I thought was going into this game, and I still do. I mean, results don't always prove, but I thought that was their best top 3 lineup I've seen all year with Lee, Wade, and Flores.
Mm-hmm.
Flores usually will get you a knock or 2, a game, and then they had Conforto in the cleanup and Chapman in the 5th hole. Both went 1 for 4. It's a weak hitting lineup, guys. I've been telling you this all year long. This is the type of games the Giants are going to play. A lot of 2-1, 3-2 games. In fact, doggone it, if it wasn't for Nick Avila and the Giants, I would have won Marty's contest today at Trader Joe's, Original Joe's. I had the Diamondbacks winning predicted last night, 3-2. And then I saw Kelly was scratched, and I thought, oh, Cicconi's pitching. They probably won't hit him because the Giants never hit guys that they rarely, that are up from the minors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see right there. There was my original score last night, 18 hours ago. D-backs 3, Giants 2. It held all the way till the 9th. And when they brought in Avila, I said, dang, I did. I said to myself, it's not going to happen. Because you know what? In a game like that, when you need to hold the line, how about going with somebody a little more reliable? How about maybe even, using your closer? I know it's not a closing situation, but
they may have needed him for a closing situation though, because it was close. It was a 1-run game.
They might have, but you got to hold. You got to hold. Who can hold that? When they brought in Miller, I was surprised Miller was able to get through without giving up a run. I mean, their bullpen is so suspect. Wait, was it Miller? Who gave up the 2 runs? Was it Miller?
Ooh, I think it might have been.
Let me look.
No, wait, I can't remember. You'd have to go look.
Let me look.
I know Miller wasn't exactly.
Yeah, Miller gave up the 2 runs. Yeah, when Miller came in, I says, "Oh, this is it, man. They're not going to get through this." And I know that the Rogers brothers are, but you couldn't bring in Taylor Rogers in that 8th inning to hold the line. Mm-hmm. Come on, you're bringing in one of your worst. Avila's got to be at the bottom of the barrel of the bullpen, right? He took over Tang's place.
No, he didn't. Jelly took Tang.
Jelly, but I mean, he took over Tang at the bottom of the barrel. I mean, the bottom of the rung.
Tang was more of your long guy.
Yeah, but Tang's your waste player that you throw in when you have to, and Avila's kind of that guy. And I don't know why he's in why you're pitching Avila in a in a game where you're down 3-2. When did Melvin get thrown out?
3-game winning streak for this team.
What's that?
Why is it so hard to get a 3-game winning streak out of this team?
They don't even have they only have two-game winning streaks. Today would have been 2.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Can't even get it started, man. And what do you think of we haven't even talked about it? Jordan Hicks didn't look too good today. He got lucky that the Diamondbacks weren't hitting very much because man, he was putting guys on base all over the place. What was it? 5? What was it? 4 walks and 1 hit?
2. Well, it would have been 5 walks if he didn't hit him because it was ball 4 anyway. It was a 3-2 when he hit him.
Gotcha.
So
he's not looking good right now. He kind of did that in Miami too, right? Was it Miami or Tampa Bay where he kind of looked just a little bit shaky?
He looks a little tired already.
Maybe it could be. Remember, he hasn't gone more than how many innings has he pitched now? I don't know if Baseball Reference will show it yet.
He's got to be close to 20.
Got to be, right?
Let's see. Let's take a look. I'll look right now.
Because he was not locating anything. He wasn't locating with the sinker. He wasn't locating with that splitter. It was tough. He got lucky that he only gave up 1 run before he got out of the game.
He's 23 innings pitched.
There you are, 23. Well, does that include today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading right. Yeah.
Come on, Robert, dude. Did you watch the game, man? Yeah, he gave up 1 hit. Did you see how many guys he put on base, though? Come on, Robert. That's not outstanding. Yeah, it was nice that the offense on the D-back side didn't do nothing. You want to say that their miserable offense was outstanding, so they couldn't put any runs against Hicks. But when you're putting 6 guys on base without a hit, come on, that's not outstanding. Not outstanding.
Hicks, he was just wild today. We'll see what his next start goes. He'll be going against Pittsburgh probably next Saturday, I would imagine. Let's see, they got 3 against the Mets starting tomorrow, right?
Correct.
And they get Thursday off, NFL draft day, and Friday. So yeah, it looks like the rotation will be tomorrow will be Keaton Wynn.
Okay.
Saturday or Tuesday will be Logan Webb, and then Wednesday afternoon game will be Blake Snell. And then Friday, go back to Harrison. And then Saturday will be Hicks, and Sunday Wynn. And then they'll be off onto the road trip. And that road trip, where were they going again? They're going
Boston and Philly, right?
Are we that far at the end of the month already when this road trip ends? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So Logan Webb will be pitching in Boston. Okay. Well, what are they now? 10 and 13? So they can't get to that within 1 game of 500.
It's crazy, man.
This is what makes 500 clubs, because you go. You like that?
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad, huh?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Yeah, that's a
new sound effect we'll have to put in. That's the Giants.
It always ends with a.
It always ends with the wet
slow turd.
What's up, Justin?
Yeah, I thought that was a good job, Melvin getting thrown out. He needed to go out. Kapler would have never got thrown out. I love seeing Melvin come out and argue.
Yeah,
that
was a bogus call, no doubt about it.
That was a bad call. Yeah,
that was bad.
Bad call. It was strike 3. It cost him a run. Cost me a dinner, possibly. Dang it. Maybe no one else had the Giants. I love Marty's contest because all the homers picked the Giants. Keep doing it, guys, if you're watching. Every Sunday, I will pick the other team. unless I see some change. If I see some change, I have a much better odds of winning Original Joe's contest because everybody picks the Giants like that's a prerequisite. Like, oh, you can only win the dinner if you pick the Giants in the right score. I mean, it's like whenever I read everybody's scores, I go, oh my gosh, it's okay to pick against the Giants, guys. It's called being objective. It's okay, Robert, to occasionally say the Giants, not even occasionally, just say the Giants can't hit right now. They're not a good hitting team. It's okay. God will not strike you dead. It's not blasphemy to say the Giants lineup sucks.
What was the reason why Kelly got scratched? Was it an injury or
a shoulder? Something with the shoulder. They don't think it's serious. It's a muscle, they think.
Oh,
so
okay.
I watched the Diamondbacks broadcast. It's really good. You ought to try that, Eric. With you'll learn a lot more about baseball, guys, if you go listen to other teams' broadcasts. Then just you'll get if you listen to Krug and Kipe, they're great. They're Hall of Famers and everything, but you're going to get the same stuff all the time. You listen to other broadcasts, you'll hear what other people think of the Giants players. And Bob Brenly and the play-by-play of the broadcast for the Diamondback, very high on Jung-Hoo Lee, very high. They like him a lot.
You want to answer this question, Dan?
Loved Hicks's stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're going to bring up because you did it yesterday. I know exactly where you're going. That's why I brought this up. Because come on,
you know what I'm going.
Hating on Krug and Kipe. Did he hate deloading? He did not hate on Krug and Kipe. He's just saying it's nice to hear what other people have to say. You know what? It's amazing that you could hear what other people have to say about the game. You don't have to hang on every word that Krug and Kipe say. Are they great announcers? Absolutely. Are they going to go to the Hall of Fame? Yes.
I said that. I said they're great. I said you learned. I didn't say.
Just because you're talking about another broadcasting crew doesn't mean you hate Krug and Kipe.
And he might be saying I'm negative all the time about everything when it comes to the Giants. What am I negative about, deloading? Tell me. Tell me what I'm negative about and not objective. Give me an example. Give me an example. Come on, deloading. Hurry up. Come on. Tell me what I'm negative about, and that I'm always negative, and that I don't give anything, and I never say anything that's not objective. Go ahead. Hit your best shot. Waiting. Deloading. He doesn't have an answer. All right. Come on. Give me a lob ball. I'm ready to slam one on you. Ping
He's
pong.
probably not going to say it. Just go ahead and bring it up, just so you can acknowledge that comment.
Yeah. All right, guys. For those who say I'm just negative all the time, all right, and I never give credit. Told you this channel will be fair and balanced. I know that's a term another network uses, but it's true. All right. What do you read there?
Yeah, how about that? Yesterday, right? April 20th?
Yeah, yesterday.
Jung-Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants will win a batting title during his MLB career, I believe. He is that good of a hitter. Give Farhan Zaidi credit for aggressively going after his man. The more I watch Lee, the more he grows on me as a very solid all-around MLB player.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, guys. From recently, it seems that every player that has succeeded in the season, you track it up to it's a long season and they will fall back down. But if they are playing bad, okay, let me see. He says, but if they're playing bad, it won't change. From recently, it seems that every player is seeding early in the season, you track it up to it's a long season. All right. I just right there just said Jung-Hoo Lee should win a batting title at some point in his career. I do think Patrick Bailey, he's not going to hit 3, whatever he was hitting. What was he hitting yesterday? 350?
Who's
right?
that?
Patrick Bailey?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Today he's 0 for 4. He's down to 321. Yeah. He's not going to last. He's not a 300 hitter. He's going to probably hit 240-ish, right in there. That's not.
And that's just hey, D-Lodi, it's just an observation. It's what we think. It's what we feel. Yeah. Doesn't mean it's going to be true. No, that's just what we're saying. I mean, Bailey could have a totally different take.
Bailey could hit 260, 270. I could be wrong, but I think. Have you heard me say Soler is going to stay where he's going to stay? No, he's going to get better. I don't think he's going to hit 30 home runs like everybody says it's a given. I said that from day one. I don't think he hits 30 homers. I hope he does because he gets on a roll. He's something else to watch.
He had a chance to have a moment today and didn't quite work out.
Yeah,
bases loaded.
Yeah, didn't work out. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Go ahead and I got a phone call I got to grab.
Worries.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Mitchell Ness, that was a strikeout. Bailey would act like that if it wouldn't act like that if it wasn't. Plus, the batter was starting to walk to the dugout. Yeah, that was a bad call. That was a really bad call. Would it have changed the outcome of the game? I don't know because I mean, you say Arizona didn't score those 2 runs, it still would have been 3-2. And then I mean, look what the Giants did at the bottom of the 9th. It's not exact. It wouldn't have been a guarantee that the Giants could have scored another run or 2. So did it cost them 2 runs? Yes. But did it change the outcome of the game? Don't know. Probably not. Yeah, Bora. I don't know, man. He's had a couple of errors in the infield, right? Whether it's second base or shortstop. I think it's been 3, right? Has it been 3 errors? And that's a pretty. I'm not going to say it's a small sample size because he hasn't started a whole bunch of games. So that's saying a lot that maybe his defense is a little bit susceptible as far as in the infield.
Yeah. No, it's Fitzgerald. I mean, what they gave the error to Chapman, but I think he should have been able to get a glove on it in some way or another. But
he should have been able to get a glove, right? Because he was kind of. It's not like the momentum was carrying him to the first base side of the bag. He was kind of stationary over the bag.
Right.
He should have been able to pick that.
Yeah. But, guys,
that's true, Mitchell. I was saying that. That is true. Avila would have got out of that inning if he got that double play turned by Fitzgerald and if that damn umpire didn't say
now that would have been a tough DP even if he caught it.
Would have been tough.
It was a bad throw. It was, the ball needed to be chest high, up, on the bag, and that would have been carried Fitzgerald into the momentum to throw to first.
True.
But hey, even the best of them make errors at times. Chapman was.
Would you call that an error on Chapman though? I mean, that's a little bit. It
might
have not been online, but was that?
I don't know if they corrected that error. They gave that error to Ahmed on that ball in the hole where he backhanded it. That was a bad judgment on that. I don't know. Let me see if they kept that as an error to Ahmed.
That's
they kept it on Ahmed. That's got to get changed. That's got to get changed. They'll change it. Just talk to. I mean, come on. The guy's going in the hole. That's tough enough to get to the backhand, and then he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. And you give him an error. Jeez.
It's not a kilt. I like what he says. Does ABS detect foul tips? I do not know.
The error was on. Let me see.
They gave it to Fitzgerald. They said.
They did give it to Fitzgerald. Missed catch. Catch. Okay.
See, I was gonna say it wasn't in the dirt. He should have been able to grab it.
They said on TV they gave it to Chapman, but on the Diamondbacks broadcast, but I'm looking here at the box score. They did give it to Fitzgerald. Yeah, those are the kind of plays that get you sent down.
It is, and it's not the first one. Again, I think it's been 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it got Kaiwei Tang sent down, right, the other night after he got bombed.
Yeah, he got bombed.
Deloading does I know you were up on Fitzgerald recently. Does the constant misplays in the field, whether in center or short, worry you? You know, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen enough of Fitzgerald's defense to know whether he's a liability. Right now, it looks like he is. I mean, you got to make that. It's a major league ball player. You got to catch that ball. Now that I look and see, it was. I thought it was. I'd have to go back and look at it. In fact, I probably will right now. I'll go back and take a look at that.
And maybe this is a reason why the Giants are keeping Luciano down in AAA, because they don't want that to happen to him.
Let me see here. Let me just go back. Oh, we can't show it, can we?
No, don't show it. No.
All right, there's the leadoff single by Suarez in the 9th. I'm gonna still shot this when it on the throw when it comes up, and then I'll take a look and analyze it. But I don't know, Fitzgerald. He's a guy that this team just doesn't have the speed, and they don't do things to create runs. I mean, I was okay. Yeah. I was okay with Lee trying to steal when it was 3-2, right, in the 8th. Didn't he get thrown out in the 8th?
Yeah, it was in the 8th inning. Yeah.
Yeah, I was okay with that because you're at least being aggressive. They weren't aggressive earlier in the game trying to create runs. And
that was a beautiful throw by Moreno.
Yeah, Moreno's a great catcher, though. I mean, him and Bailey are the top 2 catchers, and he won the Gold Glove last year.
He did. That was a fantastic throw.
Oh, boy. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go back and look at that. Boy. Fitzgerald needed to catch that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it was low. It was just off the ground. It didn't go in the dirt, but
he should have had it.
All right, here we go again. Let me see if I can get this stopped. I hit the wrong button. All right, here we go.
Correct, Mitchell. If it wasn't a double play, just getting one out on the air would have been able to get out of the inning clean.
I don't think it would. Who was butting that? McCarthy? No way would there have been a double play.
I can't remember who it was.
Let me look.
They should have had the out at second, though.
Gosh, I keep hitting the pause button and it's not taken. Okay, I could show a still shot, right?
Sure.
Let me see if I can blow that up. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll do this, take a picture of it, and then I'll blow it up and save the photos.
Good. Hey, darkness. I was talking about that the other day. You know, you're going to face a hot Mets team who's sticking it to the Dodgers. They're going to come into San Francisco on a roll. They're going to have some momentum. So, yeah, I 100% agree. It's going to be tough. Giants better be ready, man.
Yeah, that was McCarthy at the plate. No chance you'd ever double McCarthy.
You're not going to double him up, no. But they're going to get that out at second, though.
Yeah, that would have been the first out. Because, yeah. But I like how the Diamondbacks play. You know, get the hit, bunt them over, and create pressure on the defense. Yeah, that was close.
I see what you're saying, Mitchell. Yeah, you want to win. You want to have series wins, no doubt about it. Even if it means not having a streak, but it's nice to have those streaks because you're establishing something, right? You're using that momentum to your advantage. Yes, you're not going to always have streaks, but It's just nice to get on one of those every so often. Just it helps motivate the club a little bit more. It does more than just the win itself. And it would be nice to see that. But yeah, if they as long as they win series, you're working with something. I mean, you're coming out of the split with Arizona, so that's not like it's not excellent, but it's okay, right? It's okay to split a 4-game series. But it would have been nice to get that win, no doubt about it. Yeah, it's win tomorrow, right?
but there's the can't really see.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to see where the ball is.
The ball is.
Yeah.
But
you could do if you play it on the computer and you just pause it and then bring it up. You could do that as long as you're not playing it.
Yeah, let me
try doing that.
You know what? I don't know.
If not, don't worry about it. No big deal.
It's. I mean,
it was catchable.
You can see the position he's in right there.
Yeah. See?
But it's. Yeah. It's hard to see blowing it up where the ball is, but that one could get overturned too depending on. I wish I could get a good view of it, but I mean, the Giants, they got 2 out of 4. I mean, they split with the National League champions, who are really struggling injury-wise. I mean, they've got several players down.
Yeah, their closers down.
Closers down.
Alec Thomas, right? I don't see him out in.
Alec Thomas is out.
Perdomo's
out. There's somebody else they mentioned on the broadcast. There's several guys. Let me see.
Eduardo Rodriguez, duh.
Yeah, Rodriguez. When these guys get healthy, if they get healthy, they're going to have like a real infusion. The Giants have nobody hurt right now.
Right.
Nobody of significance. So the Diamondbacks are 1 game up on the Giants, and they are down their closer, one of their better starters, and 2 of their starting players, in Thomas and Perdomo.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think when the Diamondbacks get their game going, which is speed, and Corbin Carroll is having a terrible year right now.
He was great in the outfield, though. He was great in the outfield.
Yeah.
But at the plate,
he's really struggling. Man, I was hoping he'd get a couple hits and I could pawn him off on somebody. I'm not running the team, but the fantasy. But these are the type of things, though, which you gotta be able to capitalize on breaks that you're given. Merrill Kelly not being scratched and you're getting a rookie called up from Reno. You got to score more runs. He was throwing basically a perfect game.
He was throwing a perfect game for 4 innings. Yeah.
And, had he got the call on the strike 3 to Estrada, the pitch was there, but the framing, he was out, was setting up inside. He would have had a no-hitter going? Did Estrada get a hit or did he walk? I think he walked. I'm trying to remember their first hit. Was it Yaz? Was that the first hit or was
Yaz? No. Who was the first hit? It was Estrada right before. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Giovanni says Giants tied the series at the D-backs, who, according to y'all, was stellar. According to us, they went to the World Series, dude. Giovanni, they went to the World Series.
Yeah, don't pay attention.
Yeah, I had to. Giovanni. I had to because that doesn't make sense.
Giovanni, come on,
dude.
Oh, that's right. Estrada had that infield hit down the third base line, went over the bag, and yeah. So, no, it's really a matter of the Giants are going to face the Mets. They got shellacked today by the Dodgers.
Who are they playing? Or
Who's
who's pitching?
Who's
tomorrow
pitching? Pitching tomorrow? I think it's Dwight Gooden and
the Doc, huh?
Yeah, the Doc, and I think Jerry Kuzman goes Tuesday, and Seaver
Nice.
goes Seaver on the matinee.
What about Nolan Ryan? Is he going to go out there too?
Yeah. I think he can shut the Giants down now.
He probably could. Oh, man. That's bad.
Oh.
We're acting like they got whatever. I'm not going to even go there. Whatever you feel, Giovanni.
Oh, man.
No, Senior, he's out with his boy. I guess he's out there playing some football. So,
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful outside today.
Yeah, the weather looked nice up there in San Francisco.
Oh my gosh, it's supposed to hit 83 here in the valley.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's warming up. The western region is warming up. Take a guess what temperature is right now in the valley here.
Well, you're probably already at 95.
Yeah, we're at 96 right now.
Golly, man.
96. Jeez. Air's running. AC is running.
On April 21st.
I run it at night for, down to 72 every night, but with the ceiling fan. But it's, I got also got the solar. So, yeah. So,
but it's going to be Wynn, Webb, and Snell.
Who's pitching for the Mets? I'll give it to you right now. Tomorrow, Monday, it is, let's see, matchup. It is Wynn versus Jose Quintana.
Mm.
And on Tuesday.
Forever Giant. Remember, he was the Giant for a minute.
Yep. Luis Severino versus Webb. That ought to be a good matchup.
That should be a good matchup.
And Wednesday, it is Blake Snell against Sean Manaea. Okay, so a couple of ex-Giants.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Interesting. That should be good. Manaea gets to come back here, and
the darkness is up in the high desert. Were you over there in Blythe or something? Isn't that high desert, Blythe?
Yeah, we'll see what Blake Snell does. I mean, he's gonna. I don't expect Snell, as I said the other night. I don't expect him to really start pitching decently until about 7 starts.
That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's my guess. I mean, he could go out there and throw a no-hitter, but he's got the stuff. But I think it's going to take a while.
That's just.
He hasn't.
You can't do that. You're spinning. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, Victorville. Okay, gotcha. Good old Barstow.
I would have signed. If I was the Giants last year, I don't know why they got so cheap on Shota Imanaga. 80. What did he sign for? Like 80 million?
Something like that.
4 years or 5 years?
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. It was the similar deal to Kodai Senga that the Mets gave. Yeah.
Yeah. You could have had both Senga and.
Could you imagine having Senga and oh my gosh, Imanaga?
I mean, I would have, the guy's was a leading strikeout pitcher in Japan over Yamamoto.
Yeah, he was.
So I don't know why you wouldn't have gone out and got that guy. Remember, the word was he was going to sign with the Giants.
Yeah, I remember that.
Giants, there was word that they were going to sign him that particular night while we were on. They were expecting a big signing, and next day
happened.
He goes to Chicago.
That would have been kind of nice if they had gotten like Montgomery and Imanaga in off season.
That's I gave credit for Farhan going out and getting this guy with Lee. It seems like that's what he wanted, but I would have went and paid the money for Imanaga, however you say it, Imanaga. I would have paid the money. Wasn't a long-term commitment. I wouldn't have given big deals to Snell or Montgomery. I don't think at 30 plus years of age, you should get, these 6-7 year deals, or even a 5-year deal for that matter. So, the Giants are on the right track in one sense, is that they're developing pitching, and they need to continue to develop pitching, because pitching if you develop pitching and have a solid pitching staff, it can, it's what everybody's looking for. And then you don't have to go sign these long-term contracts. Just keep drafting and drafting and drafting and drafting pitchers. But also go out and find one of the top organizations that's developing these young players in the batter's box and the field, and go steal that guy. Who's ever the top dude in the organization. Hey, you know what? How about maybe in a year or two, they bring in Anthony Villa to run the minors?
There you go.
And get, the Orioles are cranking it. I don't understand how all these organizations get these young players and they turn into good hitters, and the Giants can't seem to find one. They can't. To me, the best hitter might be in the organization might be Wade Meckler. Might be their best pure hitter. We'll see how he does.
It's not a kill. It says people are so demoralized that Melvin being ejected from 2 games in a month is considered progress. That's how down bad this organization is. Having a normal manager is considered a fat win.
Yeah.
He's onto something there. He's onto something.
Yeah. So,
frustrating.
It's
the inconsistency that is just, we've been talking about it. They come out with a big win, then they come back with a horrible loss, and they come back with another win, and it's another there's no consistency.
Yeah.
It's feast or famine.
Well, the crowd looked pretty good today. It looked like a big crowd. I guess that $29 ticket and 4 tickets, four hot dogs, 4 sodas, and 4 tickets for $29 each. I guess that's paying off.
Yeah.
Too bad if you're a season ticket holder, you're left holding the bag. Giants love to stick it to their season ticket holders who pay full price, and then they get undercut.
Correct.
That ain't going to make season ticket, at least the bright ones. That's just not going to last long. What kind of season ticket holder is going to continue to just allow, why buy season tickets when you can buy 4 for, what? $116 and get 4 hot dogs and 4 drinks. Man, 1 ticket on a Sunday afternoon cost over $116 as a season ticket holder. My 2 seats today would have been on a Sunday afternoon against the NL champs would have been that would have been at least a triple, because they call them single, double, triple, home run, and grand slams. Like opening day is a grand slam, couple of home runs. The Dodgers are all home runs, but this would have been over $100 ticket easily. And there's you can't resell them. There's no resale value, as Mark Graves says. There's zero. How are you going to sell $125, $150 ticket when somebody says, "Well, no, I'll just get a hot dog and a beer"?
You'd have to lose money.
Yeah. So,
are you telling me a pizza is $65 for a large pizza?
Wow.
$65 for a large pizza?
For Tony's Pizza? Wow.
Come on.
I'll be right back. I got to hurry up and get
$65 for a pizza.
I'll be back here in a minute. I got to get ready to go here shortly, so I got to get to the chiropractor before 5, but
all right,
carry on.
God. $15.50 for some ice cream? Get out of here. Get out of here. $65 for a pizza. Holy crap, man. And that's supposed to bring fans to the park when you're doing that kind of stuff? Come on, man. Talk about out of touch with reality. $65. $10 for a slice. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, we got some reviews on the garlic fries, huh? You ain't kidding about the garlic fries. Sometimes they're so undercooked, it's like eating cold, soggy French fries with some garlic on top. That's pretty nasty. Sounds pretty damn nasty. Whew. Oh, here we go. Some more. Garlic fries are so soggy and the beer is watered down. The worst part of the prices continue to go up and the product goes down. Yeah. It's kind of like the world we're living in right now. That's the damn truth. $65 for a pizza, man. That's still pissing me off. Get out of here with that crap. Gosh. Woo. Yeah, Joe Schmo says bring your own food. Yeah. Either eat before or after. Don't eat in the park. That's probably the best way to do it, to be honest with you. God. Okay, Tony's Pizza, I'm sure is good, but $65 for a large. Woo-hoo. Yeah, it's not worth going to a Giants game nowadays. That's true, especially like if where I'm living over here, man. It's almost like a 2-hour drive. Then you got to pay for the parking. Now, how much is the parking over there? What's the average price? I've heard everywhere between $50 and $100 for parking. So you got to travel 2 hours, pay for the parking, get into the park. And if you want to spend any money on food, my God, and then not to include the tickets, 50 to 100. So I was right. Wow. They have an ice cream and a waffle in a helmet for $20. 100. Mike S had to pay $100 for parking. Yes, Darkness. That's worse than Disneyland. That's one thing I always say when you go to Disneyland, it's not necessarily the ticket prices that get you, it's the food prices because it's expensive in Disneyland. But damn, man. Woo! $100 for parking, $65 if you want to buy a large pizza, then whatever the tickets may be. Golly, man. And Joe Schmo, you're right. My go-to is eat before, bring some food in, then buy like a beer or a soda, and maybe one thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Whew. Gosh, dang, man. No, I understand that, prices are going up, but that's horrendous. Man. Oh, here we go. We got a tip. Anyone who's going to the game, he says, get sandwiches from Little Luca and park on the 2nd Street for $15 using the Spot Angels app. 3 blocks from the ballpark, and they have a tenant watching the cars. Well, there you go, guys. Anyone going to a game, get sandwiches at Little Luca and park on 2nd Street for $15. People will watch your cars for you. It's pretty good. There you go. Will Martinez is figuring out a way for our chat to save some money while going and enjoying a Giants baseball game. $22 burritos in the city? Oh my God. Whew. Man. Ooh.
All right. Hey, you know what? I'm going to have to run myself here to get going, but you guys keep going. Is Bora out there?
I don't know. Hey, Bora, you still out there?
I could text him. Hold on here. Bora.
My friend told me at SoFi Stadium, parking is $115. Oh, man.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So tomorrow will be interesting with the Mets coming in town.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how this. They got blown out today, but they won the series against I think they lost today, like 10-0.
Yeah, Dodgers are going to wake up soon, and when they do, look out. Look out! Yeah. It ain't. Okay, Kent. He's at Costco.
Okay, then never mind.
That's where I'm going too.
D. Bogzer says, just don't go to the Burlingame, Little Lucas. Go to the South City one. Look at that. We're getting some intel out there from our chat. I like it.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Hey, keep going. Anybody wants to join you, have them come in, but I've got to run. This chiropractor closes at 5. I got 23 minutes and it's about a 15-minute drive. So just announce we'll be on tomorrow night at 9:15 to 9:30.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, man.
We'll
hey,
see you,
guys. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.
You bet. All right, guys. I'll go a little bit longer here, and then I'll close it down. What's up, Jim? Yep. L. Correct. Vespa says, sad thing is, so many businesses have bailed out of the city. Have you seen Union Square lately? No, see, I haven't been to San Francisco in years. Years. We used to go there like every summer, but it's been a while since we've done that. Take it easy, Mitchell. Thanks for showing up, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, but you're saying something. A lot of these small businesses are closing down, man. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but yes, a lot of these small businesses are leaving the city. I mean, that's happening in all the major cities in California. Unfortunately, it's just unfortunately the nature of the beast right now. Any schedule for the next MHC? Maybe I'll go next Thursday. Since it's a day off, I'll go next Thursday. If anything like big happens, of course, I'll break in like I did the last couple of times. But you taking off, Justin? If you are, thanks for showing up, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow. But yeah, I'll do MHC on Thursday. Will Martinez says, I was shocked how many bars and restaurants are closed around the ballpark. San Francisco ain't what it used to be. Yeah. Sucks, man. You would think bars and restaurants would be making a lot of money around the ballpark. People after the game, before the game, wanting to eat something, have something to drink. You think they would show up, but I guess not. When you're having to, pay these outrageous amounts for your workers. I mean, there's only really one thing to do: either charge out the yin yang, which they may not want to do, or they go out of business. It kind of sucks, man. It really does. Thanks, Vespa. Take it easy. You have a good one too. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Robert DeVille. I was at the game. The ejection wasn't on Bob Melvin or Matt Williams. A fan yelled at the ump. Kind of some friendly fire, right? Umpire hears something come from that direction and automatically throws out the manager. Oh well, I don't think Bob Melvin probably cared much, anyways. It gave him a reason to go out there and air his grievances with that home plate because that was a bad call. Yeah, exactly, Mark. That the expensive parking doesn't help these the small businesses as well. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Oracle Park is a beautiful park, but losing to surrounding businesses is alarming. Yep, there you go. Oh, no kidding. I thought that baseballism, didn't that store just open not that long ago? Right? I remember hearing people say it opened up not that long ago. Was it even maybe last year? And they already boarded it up? Wow. I don't know about Pedro's Cantina. I have no idea. Yeah, see, it opened up last year. Wow, that's crazy. How does a baseball apparel shop next to the park have to close down? Ooh. That doesn't bode well for what's happening around there. The doors are all boarded up, but it was open. Oh. Probably got broken into. Robert wants to know my prediction of the next series. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. You got Severino. Here, let's take a look. Just see what's going on here. I'll just bring up Baseball Reference. I can't remember who was going tomorrow. I forgot who he said. I know he did mention Luis Severino. I think that's going to be on Tuesday. Let's see what he's got here. Right now, he is 2-1 with a 2.14 ERA, 21 innings pitched with 21 strikeouts. Has a 1.3 whip, almost a 1.4 whip. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? ERA is low, got 21 innings with 21 strikeouts. That's pretty good. Quintana, let's look. Oh, that's who it was. Let's see what he's doing. So Severino looks good. Quintana is 1-1 with a 3 ERA, 3.05, 20 and 2/3 innings pitched with 16 strikeouts. A little bit of higher whip, 1.5. So he walks them. But he's keeping them from scoring. He's got a 3 ERA. That's pretty good. And I think the last one is Manaea, right? Let's see what he's got. Sean Manaea is 1-1 with a 4 ERA, 19 innings pitched with 21 strikeouts. So his strikeouts, he's got strikeout stuff, but he's allowing some runs. I don't know. It's going to be tough. 4 ERA, that's not great. It's okay. It's okay. But it looks like Quintana and Severino right now, they're starting off the season pretty strong. So I don't know. I mean, we still got Wynn and Webb going. Those guys are pretty good. Harrison, his last couple of starts have been okay, right? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to make of a prediction for the series because it could really go either way. You got some really good pitching going on out there. Problem is, here's going to be the issue. Yeah, the Giants may have some great pitching going out there, but if the other teams also got some good pitching going on out there, can the Giants put up enough runs? I think that's going to be the issue. Are the Giants going to be able to wake up that offense to where they're consistently able to put up, right? Consistently, don't you want to see 3 to 4, somewhere around there, 3 to 4 runs a game? That's what you would like to see. I don't know if that's exactly, Robert. I would agree with you. If our offense, never mind. I thought you said if our offense doesn't wake up, never mind. But yes, if the offense wakes up, you've got a better chance because I think the pitching will keep you in it. And I think we've seen that the first few games here during the Giants season is the pitching's keeping them in the games, but the offense has failed to put up enough runs. So we'll see what happens. And I know the pitching will be there. This is going to be about the lineup. Are they going to be able to produce? Adam C. Quintana is a good matchup for us, meaning he will score at least 2 and not more than 4. It's going to be interesting to see who they have. Are they going to throw Yaz back out there? Is Yaz going to be in the here's a question, guys. Is Yaz going to be in the lineup tomorrow? He hit a home run today. And you got a lefty going tomorrow in Quintana. So is it Slater going to be in the outfield, or is it going to be Yaz? What do you guys think? Because last time they faced the lefty, they did do the whole platoon. Bullpens make or break a team. Yeah, especially when you get later in the season. No doubt about it. And, of course, when you get into playoffs. If we score 4 runs a game, we will sweep the series. I don't think I would disagree with that. Because I think our pitching, the guys who are going in this 3-game set, I think I think if you could score 4 runs plus, yeah, you're looking good at making it a sweep. But can the lineup do that? Red L says Slater over Yaz. It might be. They did that last time they faced the lefty. They did do the whole platoon thing. It's going to be interesting. Did anyone else see when Jung-Hoo Lee slid into second base when he got thrown out trying to steal? Why was he shaking his left hand? He had a big old mitt on it, and it didn't look like he jammed his fingers. It looked like his hand just went right over the bag. It didn't look like he jammed it. I didn't see any kind of awkward like bending of his wrist or his hand. It just looked like his hand hit the bag and went over the top, and then he got thrown out. But it just like he started shaking his hand. At first I was like, oh, there's something big going on here, but it didn't seem to be like anything at all. I don't know what to make of that. That was a little bit weird. A little bit strange. Heroku, we need a reboot. Trade Conforto and Wade ASAP. Ooh, look at that. Already talking about trading them now, Heroku, huh? We'll see what comes time to trade deadline. We'll see what happens. Yeah, those mitts are weird, aren't they? Yeah. I'm not a fan of those mitts. That is really weird looking. I don't know what to make of it. They got these big giant, they look like oven mitts. Horrible. But like I said, when he hit the bag, it didn't look like he did anything to his hand. He had that protective mitt. And it was right on top of the bag. He didn't jam it. Maybe he jammed his thumb. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was hard to see, right? Because when you got that mitt on it, really hard to tell where your thumb is. Maybe he did jam his thumb. Maybe he takes a day. Yeah, he seemed okay. He went back out in the field afterwards. Made a pretty good running catch, too. I don't know. Bin Bamboo. I appreciate talking about Heroku. I appreciate your commitment to boycotting until Far On is gone. Was something I was doing for years before I finally caught on with others. Yeah, he should have been able to take that base, but that was a great throw. I mean, you got to give credit to that catcher, Moreno. He threw a nice ball down to second base and was able to get him. Perfect location. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I see you, Tribe. All right, what else we got in here? They need Lee in this port. They do. Hey, Red L, if you notice, remember that last the game. As a matter of fact, they lost 17-1. Both Wade and Lee were out of the lineup, and the offense didn't do a whole lot. They came in there yesterday. They were back in there yesterday. They both had you had Lee that had a leadoff home run. He had 2 hits in the game. Wade had 2 hits in the game. And they're at the top of the lineup, so they're getting something started. Today, not so much though. Today, not so much. With the exception of Friday, pretty good series. We can hang with these guys. Yeah, but you got to remember, Fossey, as Dan alluded to, Diamondbacks have quite a bit of people on the injured list. So what does that mean? Don't know, but they're definitely missing some players. So you got to remember that too. I am concerned about Snell. Yeah, and what sucks is Snell's going to be going up against was it Manaea? Yeah, it was Manaea. And the reason why it sucks is because Manaea would probably give you the best chance to get a solid victory because he's got the highest ERA out of the 3 starters. So you may be able to get something done. But when you got Snell going out there and the way he's been throwing the ball, it makes you wonder, gosh, this next start, if he doesn't have a good start on this next one against the Mets, I don't know. It's not good. You can't. I understand being a slow starter, but man, there's a difference between being a slow starter and then just giving up runs all over the place, right? Look what Montgomery did. He held out even longer than Snell. He had a couple of rehab games in the minor leagues. He ramped it up a little bit, and look what he did to the Giants. He looked pretty good. Montgomery was able to locate the ball where he wanted to for the most part, and he looked good. But you got Snell, who had 2 simulated games, and he's had prior to the start, his last start, he had already had 2 starts under his belt. He should have been able to do something against Montgomery, or when the Giants had faced Montgomery. But I'm not liking it. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Snell. And the thing is, his stuff is great. He's just not able to locate it. Oh. Whew. Yes, skipping spring training has hurt. Absolutely. And I'm talking specifically about Snell. And Hiroku says, Eric, that's why Montgomery was a better buy, and keep your draft pick and international money. I did say that too, Hiroku, remember? Because with the kind of recap, when the Giants signed both Chapman and Snell, signing those 2 guys, for each of them, you had to give up a draft pick and you had to give up $500,000 worth of international money. So total combined, the Giants are giving up 2 draft picks this season. I think the 2nd and 3rd pick, right? The second and 3rd round picks. Those are gone. And you've given up $1 million in international free agent money. So I don't know, man. That I think it would have been better, as you said, to get Montgomery. But I mean, I felt good because they got Snell, because I thought Snell would be able to be doing something. But I thought he was going to be sufficient. Looks like he's not. I think they could have got both Snell and Montgomery, to be honest with you. But whatever. Can't cry over spilled milk now, right? Oh, I'm not going to give up, but it's not looking good right now, Robert. Sure, is he going to get it back? I'm sure he will. But man, you're spending a lot of money on a guy that may not be what you think you're getting. That's all I'm saying. And that's one thing about Snell. He doesn't really have an injury history. I think that one time he hurt his toe, I think, because it was like he dropped the weight on it or something like that. I know he had a toe issue with that. But as far as an arm issue, I don't think he's ever had an arm issue that I know of. Would rather have Hicks than Montgomery? I don't know, Robert. I don't know about that, man. Don't know about that. And that's another thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. Is Hicks getting to a point of where maybe I don't think he's getting tired, but is there something going on? Again, he's not used to being a starting pitcher. So maybe he's feeling a little bit of something. You got to remember, when you're a bullpen guy, right? You go max out for maybe an inning. And then maybe you might have 2 back-to-backs where you're just pitching 1 inning, right? But then you may have 2 or 3 games where you're not going back out there again. This guy's going out there every 5th day, right? He's going out there every 5th day. It's a lot more wear and tear on the arm. And like Mark, yeah, you're right. He needs to build up his arm. Exactly. And was spring training enough to build up an arm when you've never been a starting pitcher before? I'm talking about as your major league professional career. I don't know. That was my concern, guys, was, is he going to be able to last the season? And right now, Cobb isn't coming back anytime soon. He's not coming off the IL until May 27th is when he's eligible to come off the IL. Again, we don't know if he's going to be, at that time when he comes off the IL, is he going to be ready? He's probably going to have some rehab starts. I mean, it may not be till June. If everything goes perfectly to plan, you're not going to see him in a Giants uniform until about June. So Hicks is going to have to go at least that long before Cobb comes back into the rotation. And then, again, it's no guarantee that Hicks even goes to the bullpen when Cobb comes out, because maybe there's some other injuries. Who knows? Anything can happen between now and then. But, gosh, I don't know. Yeah, he needs to pace himself. Yeah, he needs to pace himself. And another thing is the issue I had today was just he just couldn't command his pitches. That was the issue. The stuff was there. It's just he couldn't locate it. And the Diamondbacks were able to, quote unquote, take advantage to a certain extent. I mean, they drew, 4 walks, and they got hit by, or 2 batters got hit by pitches. but they weren't able to capitalize. I mean, it could have been a lot more ugly today than what the box score shows you. It could have been way worse than just 5-3. But he was able to get out of it to a certain extent. I don't think he even had a strikeout, right? Let me look. Did he even have a strikeout today? I don't think he did. Bear with me while I bring up the box score here, guys. Box. Hicks. No strikeouts. Okay, guys. That's a little bit concerning, right? Do you think it's a little bit concerning? He goes out there, throws 5 innings, walks 4, hits 2 batters, and has no strikeouts. That's why, Robert, when you said that was outstanding, do you understand where I'm coming from? That's not outstanding. That is not outstanding. And Fossey, I'm telling you, I've been saying this from the beginning. Do not hang your hat on Robbie Ray and Alex Cobb. Is that? Yeah. You can't. Because, yes, thank you, Mark. That's what I've been saying. You cannot rely on Cobb and Ray. Both of these guys are recovering from significant surgeries. One of them is on his hip, which is Cobb, and the other one was TJ, Tommy John, which was Ray. You can't expect these guys to come back and immediately start performing at a high level. There's going to be some growing pains there when they come back. So 2024, I mean, to me, for Ray, where the money is going to pay off is going to be in 2025 and 2026. As long as he is able to regain the powers that he had prior to having Tommy John. The guy has amazing stuff. He's had a little bit of issues with command, but he's got some great stuff. Cobb, again, he's older. He's coming off of injury. And now and not only are you coming off of the hip injury surgery, now you got an elbow issue and supposedly I think a shoulder. And that could be because he's compensating because of the hip. Maybe his motion's changed. When your motion changes, you're putting more torque on your elbow and on your shoulder. There's no guarantee, again, that when Cobb comes back, that he's going to be lights out. People keep saying that. Wait till Cobb and Ray come back. You can't. You can't. That's why it is imperative that Wynn and Hicks continue to produce. Because when those guys stop producing, who's the next man up? And I don't think it's going to be Cobb or Ray that is going to bail you out of this. It's going to have to be some of the guys in AAA, whether it's Wisenhunt or Black. Does Roop move to the starting position role? I don't know. But you got to be aware of that. Because I'm telling you, one thing that's keeping the Giants in this right now is the pitching of Wynn and Hicks. Webb is doing what Webb's supposed to do. Harrison has been okay, right? I wouldn't say that Harrison hasn't been an ace, but I like what I see right now. But again, we'll see what happens because he also has an issue with control as well. But I think the guys that are really helping the Giants right now is Wynn and Hicks. Those are two guys that, if they never stepped up the way they have been, the record could be much different right now. Can Cobb be effective in the bullpen? I don't know. I don't know if he's ever come out of the bullpen. I couldn't answer that question. I'm not sure, Robert. Does anyone know? Was Cobb ever a bullpen guy? I don't know if he has. But look, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just trying to be realistic in what's going on with the rotation here. Right now, you got Webb, Wynn, and Hicks. They're doing a good job right now. Snell or Harrison is doing okay. Snell has been a disaster up to this point. We're just talking up to this point. So we'll see what happens as the season progresses and they get more innings underneath their belt and see what happens. Because you got to remember, I kind of been harping on Hicks with his how many innings he's pitched throughout his career as a starting pitcher. Same goes for Wynn. I think Wynn last year, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he even threw 50 innings last year. So this is going to be, he's going to be he's going to be sailing in some uncharted waters as well. When you start getting later into the season, your arm starts getting tired. How do you make up for that? Are you going to be able to, be able to go out there and be effective? So that's something to keep an eye on, I think, guys. To keep an eye on this rotation, because if this rotation right now, if this rotation starts failing, and with the lineup being inconsistent as they are, it could be a disaster. But again, we're only 23 games in. If the lineup starts doing what they're supposed to be doing, then we could be talking about something different. We'll see. And yes, Calvin, Keaton Wynn has been, he's been solid. I'll give him credit. Him and Hicks, they've been doing well. I'll give him credit. No doubt about it. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I looked at that box score earlier there, Will. Luciano went 1 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Ramos also went 1 for 5. So we'll see what happens. I think they're going to be down there for a while. You got Yaz that hit a home run today. Yeah, Yaz and Ahmed are not going to go anywhere anytime soon. They're not. It's going to be they got those positions locked down until further notice. Unless there's an injury that comes up, you're not going to see Ramos, Matos, or Luciano anytime soon. Just don't see it right now. Just don't see it. Brazili says, just walk past baseballism. Not one board on the window. Maybe they got him fixed then. There you go. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it, Brazili. Thanks. No, you did not read something wrong. Cobb did go on the 60-day. He didn't go back on the 60. They just never put him on the 60-day because they thought he was going to be ready to go in April. But he's got some arm issues going on, so they decided to put him on the DL. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's retroactive back to the beginning of the season, which was March 28th. They said he's eligible to come off the IL on May 27th. So that's the latest on Cobb. So we ain't going to hear nothing from him for a while. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, let me get some music going here. Get ready to shut this down. All right, guys, our next show is going to be tomorrow night around between 9:15, 9:30, depending on when the game ends, because I guess it's a start time of 6:45. The Giants will be sending out Keaton Wynn. Mets will throw out Jose Quintana. We'll see how that works out, guys. Let's see what the lineup looks like tomorrow. Is Yaz going to be in there tomorrow on right field? Or is it going to be Slater? Are they going to platoon tomorrow? Are they platooning with the left going tomorrow on the field? See what happens. Did Yaz hit a home run today? See what happens. Hey, what's up, on? Yeah, join us tomorrow. We'll be on here right after the last pitch or shortly thereafter. So between 9:15, 9:30, for some reason, if the game goes longer, we'll push it out. Just know when we do put the show out there for the upcoming, that we're just kind of spitballing on when the game's gonna end. So, all right, have a good one, Rocks. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Dan, Coach Emilio, star of NorCal, and I am the MVP. I appreciate that, Jim. Appreciate that. Next show will be next Thursday, by the way, Jim. Next Thursday. It's a day off for baseball, so I'll do some MHC on Thursday. Unless something big breaks, I'll be on here talking about it. Or not on here, but on MHC. All right, Red. We'll catch you later. See you later, Ben. Again, catch us tomorrow between 9:15 and 9:30. We'll continue our post game of the Giants season. Until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Woo!